Hey guys, what's going on? So Victor and I are offshore today by ourselves. We got a live well full of ballyhoo, and it's funny because we fished the last 3 days in a row, and the first day we fished, the bait was so easy to catch. The second day was a little bit harder. Today was really hard to catch bait. I have the first fish of the day on right now. I had a ballyhoo on the bottom with 6 ounces and like a 12-foot leader, and we're about to see what we got. Look, now he's trying to take line. When I first hooked him, I was like, oh, it's really small. Now, I don't know what I got. What the heck is it?
I don't know. Oh, it's an African pompano, it looks like again. I think that's what it is, Brooke. Here, give me your leader. Yeah, it's an African pompano. Here, you hold this, I'll leader it, okay? Yeah. There you go, babe.
Well, that's cool.
Here, you want to do this and I'll do this?
All right, there's that ballyhoo sticking out of his mouth. These guys are so pretty, and they actually taste really good, but they have to be 24 inches to keep. He's nowhere near that. All right, letting this guy go. Beautiful, look at those tracers. He's ready. See ya. Maybe we'll catch his big brother.
Way to crack the ice.
All right, second fish on the bottom rod, again on a ballyhoo. Fighting weird, I don't know what it is. It's kind of like coming up to the surface. I don't think it's gonna be a snapper or something like that. Maybe a jack. We're trying to do some drift fishing, but the wind is being really weird and the current. We're kind of just heading straight north and not really out or in, which, what is it? Is that a king?
No way. Or is it a shark? It's a shark.
It's not a shark. It's not a shark.
Are you sure?
It's not a shark. It's a king. Yep, it's a king.
No freaking way.
A king on bottom.
Good job.
Should we keep it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You hold, I'll leader.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Look at you, Brooke.
On mono.
Yeah.
Look at that hook right in the front of the mouth.
You are doing good. Mustad demon in the corner of the mouth.
On straight mono. Second bait down. Second ballyhoo. Kingfish on bottom. Pretty cool. He's going in the cooler. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yep.
Alright guys, so this is my third fish of the day. It's fighting better than anything else I caught. Again, ballyhoo on bottom. Victor caught a bonita and a keeper mutton. We haven't caught a keeper mutton out here in quite some time. That's what I'm after. And he got one. So we'll see if I got one. We're finally starting to drift the way we wanted to. We're finally starting to drift out, which is good. Don't get tangled in that line. Oh,
Mutton! Mutton!
It's
a keeper, probably.
It might be a keeper too. Oh, he's gonna be close. He's gonna be close.
He is gonna be close.
It's going to be very close.
Pinch it.
Nope.
No. See, he's just short.
17 and a half. He's so close. 17 and a half though.
Want me to unhook it?
He's hooked right there. Okay, he is going to need to be deflated. Oops. And you see that and you hear that? He's deflating. When they come up from deep water, they blow up. And if you just were to unhook him and throw him in, he wouldn't go down because he would float because his air bladder was full of water. But after you pop him, you pop their air bladder, and now he can swim down. Whoop! There he goes.
Straight down. Awesome
He was a little confused at first, but he went down. Victor got an 18.5 one. I caught a 17.5 one. He needs to grow a little bit. We'll get him next time. So we're fishing in 170 feet of water, and a lot of times when you catch these muttons in this deep water and you bring them up, their air bladders fill with air, and then they can't swim back down. If I were to just unhook it and toss it in, he would probably die. He'd float on the surface because his air bladder is full of air and he couldn't swim back down. But with this little tool, when you poke them, it pokes the air bladder, lets the air out. That way they can swim back down, and the little poke doesn't harm them and they can live perfectly fine. So let's get a big one. What do I got?
Big fish, big fish.
I got a good fish.
Big fish.
I got a good fish.
Brooke just hooked this. No!
That one hurt. That one hurt bad.
That thing was rip and drag.
I have not hooked something on bottom that ran like that in so long. Oh, that hurts my heart. Oh, that was screaming. Screaming.
No way, you still have it? Real, Brooke, your line's up top.
No, I just felt...
Well, why is your line so up top? That doesn't make sense if you have a weight on.
No, I felt it pull, but
So
maybe I
real.
still have my bait and it started to come back or something.
No, your line would not be up that high if you just... I don't think it would.
Vic, it was scoping way that way.
Really? You hooked a good one.
I don't know what I was. It was big. Now I'm sad. Oh! You know, a lot of times you hook some fish and you miss them and you lose them and you're like, ah, whatever, you know, like, get them next time. But that was a good one. I hope I'm not cut off. I hope that my hook just pulled, because if I got cut off, then I'm thinking it was a shark. But I started to gain on it. Oh, I don't know. All I know is I'm very sad. What happened?
Your line's limp. You got cut.
I got cut. But I'm not afraid, like, at all. Just a little tiny bit. It's not like it was a shark where it like frayed off on his body. Oh, I'll never know. The one that got away. Oh boy. I was on the way up, reeling in. I'm fishing bottom again. And I was reeling up, probably got halfway, and I got eaten on the way up. Probably gonna be a kingfish. Definitely bigger than the first one. Not sure how big, but stick in line. Something long and lanky.
It's always exciting when you see that first color.
Look,
isn't
he's
it?
big. You want to get the gaff?
It's a cuda?
No.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Okay, not a kingfish. It's a barracuda. Big gaff. All right, gonna let him go. Ready?
See you later, bucko. Take it away, Slayer.
Alright guys, I'm going to show you what I am using to bottom fish. This is like my go-to setup that I'm always using. You guys see me use this purple pink rod in a lot of my videos. It is a 7-foot custom rod. Victor even got my name Brookie written on it. And this is a Avid MLX. I have 40-pound braid on there. I have 40-pound top shot, about, I don't know, 9 feet of top shot to a sliding. Today I'm using a 6-ounce sinker. I probably could go up from here. And the cool thing about the sliding rig is you have it connected to a swivel, and to switch out your sinker, all you have to do is go like this. Pull out your sinker, just like that. So you have this loop, so it makes it super easy. So let's say you're fishing, like today, earlier today we were fishing and we had like no current, so I put the 6-ounce on. I probably should go up to like an 8-ounce at this point, but we'll stick with the 6-ounce for now. So there's my sliding swivel, my sliding weight. Then I have another swivel, so that's what stops this from going down. So I'm fishing a like 12-foot, 40-pound fluoro leader to a 6-0 mustad hook, which I'm actually going to retie because that barracuda frayed me a tiny bit. You never want to take chances. Anytime you got a little fray, just cut it off, retie your hook. And I actually have a little knot right there, so I gotta figure that out too. Okay, so a lot of times you guys ask me why I'm fishing such a long leader. Basically, what I'm going after today is muttons. I want to catch a nice, solid mutton. And when you're diving, you learn a lot about fish. And every single time you're diving with muttons, they're the one fish that stays far away. They're smart. You have yellowtails, mangroves, they'll come up to you. All the kind of reef bottom fish, they'll come right up to you. But muttons, they're smart. They'll stay out in the distance. They won't come close. So if you're fishing something with a short leader and that 6-8 ounce weight is bouncing up on the bottom right next to your bait, a lot of times the mutton's not going to eat it. Yeah, they could come up and eat it, but it might scare them away. So with this long leader, you got your weight down here, and with the sliding rig, the closest your bait's going to be to your sinker is like 12 feet away. But with the sliding rig, it could just keep sliding in the current, so your bait can be nice and far away from that sinker so the mutton isn't afraid to eat your bait. So that's the reason for the long leader. Not saying they won't eat it on a 3-foot leader, but more than likely that long leader is going to help you out. So just a uni to my 6-0, just like that. Snip off my tag end, and we're ready to go back down. And here is a ballyhoo. Gonna hook them. Gonna hook them right in the nose from one side to the other, just like that. And we're ready to catch another fish. I think we had gone through like an area with a bunch of wrecks, and I think that's why I caught that barracuda, and then Victor just caught a giant barracuda, like double the size of the one I caught. I think we went over a nice wreck.
I like to go to the gym, and then I like to drown my gains in red wine. That's how you get big and strong. Salute.
Cheers.
Cheers. Every catch and cook should start with some red wine. What do you think?
Let's get to cooking. Alright guys, so tonight we are doing some baked kingfish and some zucchini noodles. Zoodles. It's like pasta, but with zucchini. I've never done this before. My mom bought me this little trinket.
Yeah, good word.
I don't know what to call this little tool. This little tool for making zucchini noodles.
Zoodles.
Zoodles. I honestly don't know what else you would do with it. I guess carrots and other kind of vegetables. I don't know what other kind of vegetables.
Couldn't you put potatoes in there?
You could put potatoes in here, but what are you gonna do with really small potatoes?
Cook them.
Okay. Anyways, I already did one because I've never used this before, so I wanted to see how it worked. And we have a bowl full of zoodles. How fun does that look? Mm-hmm. Very cool. So I'm going to show you guys how easy this is and fun. Hopefully they taste as good as they look and fun to make. But basically, you just twist it in here, and it just makes perfectly.
That's pretty incredible, I'm not gonna lie.
Isn't that cool? And it's so easy.
And it's fun.
It is fun.
Are you gonna link that in the description box of your video?
Yeah.
So people can find it?
I'll find one online and link it. This is like a as seen on TV thing. And look how long it is.
Oh my gosh.
You could just keep going. Comment down below what you think I could also use this for. Like potatoes or carrots or...
Eggplant, possibly?
Ooh, eggplant? Okay, moving on to the fish. So as I said, we are baking our kingfish. I have the oven preheating at 375, and I have my kingfish in this glass baking dish. Victor and I had some kingfish for lunch today, and this is the rest of it. So, first thing I'm doing is taking some olive oil and getting some olive oil on these guys. Spread that around.
Give it a massage.
Give them a nice little olive oil massage. Salt. Pepper.
Pepper, pepper, pepper.
Pepper, pepper, pepper. Garlic powder.
You can tell we like garlic powder based on the jar.
And paprika. Okay, now what I didn't mention about this baking recipe is we are covering it in cheese. I've done this recipe before with mutton snapper a lot, but I've never done it with kingfish, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious. So this is just a Italian blend shredded cheese. So I'm just gonna go for it. And we're just gonna do this one side. Okay, so the oven is at 375 and we are putting our fish in. I'm assuming it'll probably take about 20 minutes, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll set a timer for
15.
We'll set a timer for 15 minutes just so we don't forget about it. Not likely, but you never know. So my 15-minute timer went off and it's looking absolutely delicious. I'm gonna let it go a little bit longer and now I'm gonna work on my zucchini. I have a pan here on medium-high heat with some avocado oil in it. I'm going to add some garlic to it. I'm gonna let that cook for just a little bit.
I can't wait until they invent smell-o-vision. I really can't.
It smells really good. All right, so now that I have my garlic in there, I'm going to add my zucchini noodles. I think I should have made them smaller, not into these giant pieces. This was my first time doing this though, but I suggest to make them smaller because now I'm thinking about when it comes to serving, it's probably gonna be really hard. Okay, I'm also going to season it with just some salt and pepper. And someone had commented saying that I need salt and pepper mills. Well, I bought some, they just aren't filled yet, but I read all your guys' comments just so you know. So the next Catch and Cook, don't you worry, I'll have nice salt and pepper mills for you. And I'll find out who had said it so I can give you a shout out. I remember it was some lady who had said it. I don't remember who though, but I read it. So next time, I'll have my pepper mills just for you. Okay, Kingfish is out. Look how good that looks. Heck yeah. Alright, update on my long zucchini problems. This is why you have sharp Dexter knives in your kitchen. Okay, definitely suggest cutting them smaller when you make them. Okay. We're gonna take a little bit of this juice. It's not just all oil, the fish release juice. As the final touch, a little parsley. And there we go. I don't know how it tastes yet, but it sure looks good. So?
Wow, wow, wow.
Mmm.
That's really good, Brooke.
Yum.
So, so good.
It's not dried out.
Zoodle time.
I like the kingfish cooked this way better than what we did for lunch today.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think so.
For lunch, I sauteed it in a pan with some butter and some like seasonings and some cornstarch to give it a little bit of a crispy layer. This, I think, is way better.
Zoodles. I want zoodles every single night for the rest of the week.
Wow, they're really good.
Zoodles.
Definitely try these guys. They're actually really fun.
People say cheese doesn't belong on fish. I highly disagree. Either you don't like cheese, but this is really good. So good. It's comfort food. It's simple. And kingfish is a perfect fish to do it with. It's just really good. Like, you guys hear us say, I don't know what else to say. It's just so good. It's really good. A lot of people turn their nose up to kingfish. Not true whatsoever. This is what, 3-day-old kingfish now?
Yep, 3 days.
You can taste the paprika and the garlic powder and the salt and pepper underneath the cheese. It's not overwhelmingly greasy. It's not too cheesy. It's just the right amount of cheese, just a little bit on the very top. It gives it a really good flavor. And it's really good. And it's really healthy. If you think about it, we don't have potatoes or french fries or a bunch of carbs. You have zoodles. It's
like eating pasta.
Yes, a simple yet gourmet weeknight meal with your babe. That's it. And it looks good. Look at how pretty that looks. You got all the green and the parsley and the cheese. It's so good.
I ended up cooking the kingfish for about like 18 minutes. And I've done this recipe before with mutton snapper, which is like a lot of people's like favorite fish. And then kingfish is something that a lot of people turn their nose up to. And I think they're both absolutely delicious. So you can try this recipe with anything. So simple. A couple seasonings, throw it in the oven, forget about it. Set your timer. And then the zucchini noodle things were so easy too. Definitely give that a try. And
I would look for those in the description box of the video because this is like, I even think if your kids didn't like zucchini, they'd be like, wow, that looks like green spaghetti. I want some of this.
Yeah, it was fun and really good. And I think that's it. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Didn't even start the video.
Did you? Go look.
I can't remember.
Yeah, you're recording.
Thank goodness.
Very good, bro.
We can turn it off then.